Good morning. Today I want to share Hebrews 12:1, which says, "Therefore, since we have so great a cloud of witnesses surrounding us, let us also lay aside every encumbrance and the sin which so easily entangles us, and let us run with endurance the race that is set before us." I had so many thoughts as I was writing this verse down today. And it was really amazing how God just kept taking every part of this verse and giving me something to say about it. The cloud of witnesses. I immediately thought of my sister and my grandma and all who have gone before me. And when I was running my first official half marathon, I was in mile 12, and I started to think of them. And I looked up, and in front of me, there was a heart-shaped cloud. And I immediately heard in my spirit, "We see you, and we are so proud of you." And it just gave me the ability to just keep going, because I was struggling at that point. I was having to walk because my calves had cramped, and so I started to get discouraged, but that encouragement of seeing that cloud and reminding me of, I was doing this and was being thankful for people in my life who had encouraged me through that journey to lose weight and as I became a runner. And my sister and my grandma had been gone before I started my journey, and yet I was encouraged that they were watching and could see me. The witnesses surrounding us, also made me realize that everybody is watching, especially with Christians. They want to look at you and see, are they really any different than I am? And whether we are a good example or a bad example to them of Christ, that's up to me and up to you. But people are watching. They're witnessing how we live our life, how we deal with tragedy and, anger, how are we different than they are? Let us lay aside every encumbrance. And I'm thinking, lay aside means put it down. Don't pick it back up. Don't carry it with you. If I'm out for a run, I'm not carrying a television set with me. I don't want anything that's going to be weighing me down and slowing me down. So you need to put it down. Whatever you're holding on to, take it to Jesus. Put it down. Let him deal with it. And the sin that so easily entangles us. And I thought of, one, I was thinking of Satan, who wants us to mess up, and how he's like a snake, something long and thin, like shoelaces, that if your shoes are untied and you're trying to run, you're probably going to trip. And don't get tripped up by the same things. Satan often will throw the same sin at you. If you fell for it once, you're going to fall for it again. And so he'll keep tempting you or putting things in front of you to trip you up. So we don't want to be giving into those sins and get tripped up in our race. Run with endurance. A marathon is not about speed. It's not how fast you can go. It is enduring, taking it at your pace and doing it as where you're comfortable. I did my first full marathon in 2020, and if I had gone all out as fast as I could, there's no way I would have finished. But I went at a pace that I was comfortable with. I walked if I had to walk, and I had endurance and was able to do the entire thing. And finally, the race set out before us. Stay in your own lane is what our one pastor often says. And this isn't about looking at what other people are doing. You can't run their race for you. We can encourage others, keep going, you can do this. but we can't run their race for them. It's something they have to do themselves. They have to cross the finish line on their own 2 feet. So I just want to encourage you today. People are watching. If you're holding on to things and you're really being slowed down in your race of life, put it down. Give it to Jesus. Let it there. Keep it there. Make sure you're not getting tripped up by, things that Satan throws your way. Trust God and be on the lookout for those potholes, those things that could trip you up, and make sure you're going around them. And know that you have people that will encourage you and that you can encourage them. And we can finish this race strong because we have endurance and perseverance. And we trust God. Have a great day.